Hi, it's Jason Gorber from THATSHELF.com, and we're here to talk about Matthew Rankin's 20th Century. This is the Midnight Madness winning film from this year's Toronto International Film Festival. I'm here in Los Cabos on the southern tip of Baja to talk about a film which is incredibly Canadian and incredibly bizarre. I think the best way of thinking of it is essentially a surrealistic re-examination of the foundational Canadian myths about what our politicians and our national identities actually play out. The entire film is a lie. It's a visual lie. It's a historical lie, and yet somehow it manages to actually engage in deeper truths. Now, I think the film is good. I think the ideas are amazing. I think I did an interview with Rankin, and I think he's an extraordinary talent and a very engaging and sort of interrogating director. I know many people who just absolutely adore the film. I'm not going to go that far, but I love the idea of the film. I love what it is. I love its sort of geometric oddness. The visual style feels like you're in some sort of group of seven painting with its like weird pointedness and the sort of pastel colors and elements of ice and snow and water and people, and all of these elements colliding into this sort of phantasmagoria of historical nonsense. If you know anything about some of our earlier prime ministers, you realize just how preposterous and insane it is that what we're seeing going on screen is in terms of historical record, but equally the historical record is kind of ridiculous. The William Lyon Mackenzie King just was this very complicated, very convoluted individual that when all is said and told, had all of these conflicts sort of engaged in all at once. Again, if what a national history is a myth, a lie that we tell each other to make ourselves feel better, this is a film that very much sort of shakes us by the throat and says, hey, you want a lie? I'll give you an even better one with better production design. So it's a film to absolutely experience. It may not be your cup of tea. It's certainly weird. It's certainly bizarre, but it's also unique. And what is it? I mean, like Rankin obviously does a bunch of stuff in Montreal these days, but he has in his blood Winnipeg. And like Guy Madden, like so many Astron 6, like so many filmmakers that come out of this sort of core place in the middle of Canada, we just get weirdness. It's almost like that they are the center of the odd universe of Canada, and they sort of bring this vision to the world. And that's very much what it is. There's something I think quite charming about a film like that, traveling the world as some sort of ambassador for Canadian history, as much as that history is frankly quite preposterous. So check out the 20th Century, a definite surreal and bizarre and twisted and angular look at Canadian history, playing here at the Los Cabos International Film Festival. For THATSHELF.com, I'm Jason Gorber. Thanks so much.